Hey, what's up guys? Earlier I did a video a few months back of me replacing the alternator on this 2006 Scion TC, and a lot of people have been complaining about putting that belt back on that alternator, so I thought I'd just do a little short video on how I did it. It just takes some patience. It's not easy to do. A lot of people take the fender well off in the front tire because they say it's easier because the water pump doesn't have ridges on the pulley, so they put the belt on the alternator and then slip it on the pulley on the water pump. But I still think it's easier to do it the way that I did it because you're not taking the front tire and the fender well. It just takes a little patience to put that belt back on that alternator because it's really a tight spot. So hopefully I'll get some good camera angles so you guys can see it. This time I've made a tool out of an old screwdriver. I've heated it up and bent it so I can pull and push down on that belt without punching a hole in it. So, and I just bent it just a little bit smaller than the width of the belt. And but you don't want to, hook it and stick a hole in it. So anyway, I'm going to take this belt off of this alternator and then put it back on, and hopefully I'll get some good shots, and it'll help you guys out there that's been having trouble putting this belt on. I'll put a link in this video on the video I did earlier of replacing the alternator, and then vice versa. I'll put a link on that video linking you to this video for you out there that are having trouble putting the belt back on. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, we're going to start putting that belt back on. See, I've got the belt off already. And I didn't edit this too much. Kind of wanted to show you what I went through. Now I'm pulling back on the tensioner using my ratchet and using the cheater bar on the ratchet to pull it back. And I'm going to hold it there, and I'm going to start working on this belt. I think it probably took me a total of probably 7 minutes to get the belt back on, working it. It's just, it's just a tight spot, and you'll notice I keep working on sliding that belt over on the water pump too. The water pump doesn't have a ridge on the pulley, but it has a tendency to hold it out, so you have to keep kind of reaching down there and pushing that belt up on the pulley on the water pump down there, and so I just kept kind of working on it. You can see me kind of shoving, pushing down on the belt, and there's that tool I made, kind of pushing down the bottom of the belt now. And it didn't help a whole lot, but it did help a little bit. And with a bent like that, you're not taking a chance of punching a hole. So now I'm having a little bit of trouble sliding it the rest of the way on the pulley on the alternator, and that's because the water pump, it's down there on the water pump, and the water pump's holding it out. I'll reach down there in a second, and you'll see me push on that belt down there on the water pump, and then finally I'll get it slid on to the pulley on the alternator. It'll be coming up here in just a second. So I'm reaching down there and I'm sliding that over on that pulley on the water pump, and now it'll pop right on the pulley, and then I'll let off the tensioner, and it'll be all ready to go. And there you go. A little bit of work, a little bit of effort, but I think it's better than taking off the tire and having to take off the inside of the fender well. So there it is. The belt's on and it's ready to go. Well, I hope that I hope this video helped you and help you with the frustration there is to putting that belt back on. And so if you liked the video, mash that like button, and please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.